Hey guys, Justin here again. So, in the last one, we covered the C, the F, and the A minor chord. And so, what we're going to do next is we're going to round out the key of C with the G chord. So, we already learned a G and a C chord when we played it in the key of G. But as you've been seeing, we actually, when we play in a different key, we might play those chords a little bit differently. And the reason we do that is just because of the way that it sounds playing in that key. Like it gives it a different, it makes it flow together a lot better. So just a quick recap, we'll put a link to that video, to the last video, in the description or something. But here's basically the recap, is that we had our key of C, we had our chord C, and so my ring finger is on the 3rd fret, my middle finger is on the 2nd fret, and my first finger is on the 1st fret. And when I go from my C to my F, I'm just going to pull those top two down, one string each, and I throw this thumb onto the top string a little bit to make it not sound. Okay, so there's my F. So C down to F. I put my middle finger back up one and swing the ring finger under to make my A minor chord. Okay, now here comes the good one. This is G. And if I want, I can lift this finger now. And I put it, but you hear how that sounds like I want to go back to my C chord, right? I go C, F, come up here, pull my down into A minor, and I hit this G with this finger still on. So you see how it makes it want to go back to that C and end. Okay, here's how we do it. So we were at our A minor. Okay, if I throw this back up to where I was playing my C, I move them both up. I move these two up one string each. And then I'm going to put my pinky 3rd fret on the very first string, the highest string there is. Okay, so it's going to go on this 3rd fret. So I put these two, moved them up, and put my pinky down here. And I had this finger right here, and I can hold on to it for a second and then let up. Okay, so let's do that again. So I have my fingers on the key of C, on the chord C. I move them down to make my F. I walk my middle finger up and my ring finger over to make my A minor chord. And then I'm going to go back up to C and walk both of these fingers up to the top strings. There we go. Made it nice and clean. Okay, so here's how we're doing that. Again, if I put my ring finger first, which I said I typically always think about moving my ring finger first because it's the hardest one to move. So I'm putting my ring finger on the 3rd fret, and then I'm putting on the 6th string, so on that low E, I'm putting my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, so the A string, okay? And and then I am putting my pinky down here on the 3rd fret of the high E string. So 3, 2, 3. And like I said, if you had your finger on that first, you can lift it off. And it makes kind of a nice little, it keeps a flow to things. So what can we play with that? Same thing as we played in the key of G. So I'm going to go with How Great Is Our God. It's a pretty common one, and it uses all that C, F, A minor, G in the key of C. In the key of G, it was G, C, E minor, D. The key of C, it's C, F, A minor, G. And we'll probably get into a little bit of that later, but that's just some music theory stuff that helps you figure out, if I change keys, what chords am I playing? So we'll learn to figure that out in a little bit, but just know G, C, E minor, D in the key of G equates to C, F, A minor, G in the key of C. So here we go. So we go. God of wonders beyond our galaxy, down to F. You are A minor, holy. G, holy. Back to C. The universe declares your majesty. F. You are A minor, holy. G, holy. Okay? So you can play that through a few times, and that should help you figure, get used to playing in the key of C. I hope these are helping. Again, if you have any questions, leave a comment or send me a personal message. I'm happy to answer questions for you. I'm happy to help you keep moving along. I'm looking forward to some of these other videos that we'll be making, because I'll go over a little bit of music theory too. We've still got some more things to cover in guitar that would be fun for you. But I want you to know that if you've gone through my key of G and you've gone through my key of C, you've pretty much learned most of what guitarists play on a Sunday morning for worship. Most worship acoustic guitar players are playing in those configurations. And you might go, well, but what if they're playing in the key of E flat? You can't say that they're playing in the key of C. Right. But each of these is a half step. And so, like I said, as we go on, we'll cover some music theory. But if I was playing in the key of C, okay, if I'm playing in the key of C like this, okay, then all I need to know is that if I put a capo here across the 1st fret, that would mean I'm playing in the key of C sharp or D flat, depending on how you say it, how you're looking at it. If I put it on the 2nd fret, that means that I would be playing in the key of D. And therefore, if I move it onto the 3rd fret, that means I'd be doing D sharp or E flat. So if they were saying, well, we're going to play How Great Is Our God, but we're going to play How Great Is Our God in the key of E flat, I'd go, okay, so C, D flat, D, E flat, or C, C sharp, D, D sharp, okay? So I'm going to tighten my little capo here. Some are clamp, and I just got a new one, so it tightens by a little dial, but they still work the same. It's the same thing. So I'm just going to put that capo on the 3rd fret, and then I'm going to come up here, and I'm just going to play my key of C. I'm going to go, how great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great is our God. Okay, so those capos come in handy. Likewise, if I was playing in the key of G, this would be G sharp, A sharp, or B flat. Okay, depending on how you want to say it. So either A sharp or B flat if I play in the key of G. So then how great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great is our God. Right? G, C, E minor, and D. Back to G. Okay? So, if you've gone through the G and the C, you've pretty much gone through almost everything that you really need to walk through in order to be playing most of the songs that you'd play on a Sunday morning. Hope these are helping, and we'll see you in the next video.